back to the Magic Wonders channel. Today we are in Cairo.
So I got here really late last night, arriving at the Cairo airport. It was just around 30 minutes taxi ride to arrive at my place in the city. In today's video, we are going to explore on how to spend a day in Cairo, the capital city of Egypt, without visiting their famous museum. So we'll be doing so many activities, from visiting religious sites to visiting local cafes and a lot more.
So we're ready, then off we go.
First thing first, I had to find a good cup of coffee, so I found this Kova cafe near my Airbnb place in Cairo, and I met this really nice barista. Her name is Aya.
اسمي آية من كايرو وشغالة في كوبا. ما بعرفش اعمل اي حاجه يعني دلوقتي، يعني بقيت اعمل ورد وحاجات كده بس.
Today we're in Cairo and with my tour guide, Mr. Mohit.
Yeah, nice to meet you everyone and welcome to Egypt. As a first step for us, we will visit the citadel. It's called Saladin Citadel. It's the most famous citadel in the Middle East.
Saladin Citadel of Cairo is a medieval Islamic mosque. It is famous not just for its beauty, but also the location of where the mosque is located. This is called Muqaddam Hill. It's very nice place for you to catch fresh air and also panoramic view of the city.
As a first step, for anyone wants to create man or woman, you should sit down like this. So as a first step, sit down like this. Yeah, it's a small shower. We call it in Arabic language as wudu.
This mosque is the same design as the Blue Mosque in Istanbul. So I've been to that one, and since the first step I stepped inside the house, it was so similar in the planning and also the marble that they use in the area. And inside is even more similar, the proportion and the domes. The difference is the tile colors. Istanbul one is blue obviously, but over here the ceilings is more of the Arabian design.
Behind the citadel, this is the panoramic view of the city of Cairo. On a clear day, and actually the day that I was there, I could see a glimpse of the Giza pyramids. Next on the agenda, we are going to visit the Coptic Cairo, or the Christian area of Cairo. And before I got there, I didn't do enough research, so I really wasn't aware of such a long Christian history of this city. So this Abu Serga is one of the most famous Christian church in Egypt.
We are at one of the Christian church in Egypt. So this place, the church is like next to the Jewish temple, which is quite interesting. I didn't think that I would find other religion temples in Cairo. Anyhow, the importance of this church is that Maria and Jesus spent almost 3 months here, and you can still see downstairs the original place that they lived, and also the original water well that they lived on.
You can also see all these books of Al-Quran and also Bibles in many languages. For example, Arabic and also ancient Coptic or similar to Latin language. We are going to visit another very beautiful church nearby as well.
Church in Old Cairo. This is really pretty, really full of nice mosaic windows and also mosaic doors on the wall. So apparently this is owned by the Greece, and it's also job that he had to relocate it here, and you know, one thing after another, they got the money to build this church for King St. George.
And after visiting all his religious site, I think it is a good time for some afternoon tea. So I found this cafe that sells traditional Egyptian sweets called Simon's in Zamalek.
Thailand. My greetings to Thailand citizens. This is called the crown. With nuts. With nuts. And this is also with nuts, but this is peanuts. The green one is peanuts.
Hi Nala. Hi everyone. I'm Nala. I was hosted from Airbnb.
And this is her place. And if you're looking for a place to stay in Cairo, you can find the link to her accommodation in the description below. I highly recommend you to stay here.
Everyone is just welcome to my place in Cairo, and you will love Cairo very much.
Next, let's visit a place that you can get some treasure from Egypt. This is a papyrus museum. So usually they will take you through how they made the papyrus from scratch and how to spot the authentic one to a fake one. And there will be a lot of paintings for you to choose from. So depending on how much you want to pay or how much you love the painting, this is all up to you. And if you're still looking for more souvenirs or just feel like shopping, this market is a must in Cairo. It's called Khan el-Khalili.
What are you drinking?
It's called sobia. It's a mix between wheat and milk and another juice. We called it sobia.
Gonna try it now. Oh, it tastes like
What? Like thick juice?
very sweet.
It's very big in size, and you can find almost anything here. But in particular, the things that they are famous for are the goldsmith, silversmith, stone jewelry, and also Egyptian cottons. I especially liked some of the carpets so much, but it will be too painful to bring back home, so I didn't get any. And I highly recommend you to spend time to wander around this market to visit also their original gateways and also some coffee house that spread around this market, and you can stay there until the sunset, when the weather cools down, and you can see all the locals people come by to catch up with their friends or buy some craft products here. The last place that I recommend you to visit in Cairo is I would say it's called Islamic Cairo area, but it's an area that connects to the market Khan el-Khalili. At the back there you can spot Islamic architecture or Islamic windows that were used for the area that the women lived in. So the last thing that I did to conclude my day in Cairo is to enjoy this local cuisine called kushari. It looks a little bit intimidating, but it's actually just rice with pastas and topped with tomato. And I had it with this $1 million view, which will be my next video. So this is the preview of my next episode of Egypt, and I recommend you not to miss out next episode. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the red button now. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next episode on my Egyptian quest. Bye.